Hey y'all, hey, so I'm back with another What the Fuck Are We Talking About video. Yes, child, I had to bring out my glasses because I can see, right? But it's hard for me to read things when they're far away. So I really be having to like wear glasses when I drive or like working because all I do is stare at a computer screen all day one day. So y'all gonna get these glasses today, okay? So, it wasn't really too much to talk about. So let's start off with what's exciting to me, bitch. So I told y'all I was going to that Chris Brown and Usher concert. I told y'all. Now, I'm a little disappointed because I need to figure out what me and my friends are going to do about Atlanta because everything is sold. I need y'all to understand something. Everything is sold out for this Usher and Chris Brown tour. And I mean everything. I literally just took earlier today and the day before that to just sit there and kind of click through all of the cities because I'm like, at this point, like looking at the prices of everything, I'm like, look, at this point, I'm about to like fly to either like Glendale, Arizona, or I'm about to fly somewhere. But all of these places except like Birmingham, and I would say like maybe like Glendale, Arizona. Those are the only two places I saw that are not like completely sold out, which makes sense. But everything else, like if you go to Ticketmaster and I think you click like the button that says like show where there's no reseller tickets, the whole thing is grayed out. And when you do click reseller, there are tickets, but it's not a lot and they're absolutely ridiculous. So I did go to the pre-sale and the prices was just ridiculous. I'm sorry, even before the resellers got to it, I was just looking at the prices. I'm like, y'all know my rule of thumb is I'm never paying more for a ticket for somebody than I will Beyonce. It's just not happening, right? And so I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna probably wait closer. Now I wanted to go to the July 11th date that's in DC. Y'all know when I go to a concert, I go to DC. I went for the Beyonce show, I went for the Breezy Bowl, and I'm gonna go again because DC is right there, and y'all know that's my happy place, right? So, and it's crazy because last year when I went to the Cowboy Carter tour, it was literally July 7th. So I love the fact that every time I go, it's like right after the July 4th weekend. So hotels be cheap as hell. It don't be nobody there. It'd be a nice time. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to go to the July 11th date. Now, for the pre-sale, and this is normally how it is because this is how it was for the Cowboy Carter tour. For Northwest Stadium, you have to buy your tickets on SeatGeek. At least that's how the pre-sale was set up, right? So after the pre-sale was done and everything was open to the general public, I was like, I wonder, do I go through SeatGeek still to get like the official ticket, or do I go through Ticketmaster? And I was like, well, let me just go through SeatGeek because that's where the pre-sale is actually happening. I literally like had to talk myself into buying these tickets. I'm not gonna hold you. I bought 2 tickets. Initially, I was just gonna buy one and go by myself, but I was like, I really want like somebody to come with me or whatever. My man said he's gonna come, but we'll see. We will see. 9 times out of 10 is gonna be my best friend, but he said he gonna come because every time we go to DC and I go to a concert, he don't come. He stays at the hotel and he be upset because he ain't come out and have fun. So we'll see. But anyway, got the tickets or whatever, and it wasn't until after I got the tickets. Okay, because when I clicked on the tickets at SeatGeek is different than Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster, it shows you, like, once you click on this section, it shows you the individual seats, right, and which ones that you're buying. SeatGeek, it just shows you normally the row, and then you have to normally like click on the ticket and then click the details to see what number your seat is, right? So when I bought my ticket, it said something section whatever, seats 14 and 15. Cool. I buy the ticket. When I bought the ticket, it only said the row. It didn't say the seats. And then I also didn't see the actual ticket, you know, like the barcode for the ticket. And I'm like, I've never in my life bought a ticket and I didn't get the barcode immediately and it didn't tell me what seats it was. Baby, come to find out, I bought a reseller ticket. I did not know that what I was buying was a reseller ticket on SeatGeek because, again, for Cowboy Carter, when I bought my tickets, because you had to buy them through SeatGeek, I got my ticket immediately when I bought it. I swear I could be sitting here all day, and the minute I hop on this camera is when everybody want to call me. Anyway, long story short, I was saying that I did not get my actual tickets. Like, I didn't see the barcode, and then I realized I got a reseller ticket, and I've never bought reseller tickets a day in my life because I don't trust it. Now, the notification that I got said your tickets will be delivered to you by July 10th. And I'm like, what do you mean by July 10th? Like, I bought it and the money is off my card. Somebody need to be handing me some damn tickets, okay? So I reached out to the chat or whatever, and they were like, well, we can't really do anything because they literally have until, think about how stupid this is. If I buy tickets, the way that SeatGeek is set up clearly, if I buy tickets on SeatGeek by a reseller, they have until the day before to get me to transfer over the tickets to me. That's insanity. That is pure insanity. No, it needs to be within 48 hours of purchase and the charge going through. You need to be handing those tickets over. That's insane to me. That, like, again, for somebody like me, like, I'm going out of town. So what happens when I get there July 10th? And the person is shiesty and just don't give me my money. Now, I might get a refund from SeatGeek, but the point of the matter is that I wasted all my money coming out here because I can't even go to a show. Which is exactly why I don't like reseller tickets. Now, to be fair, right before I got on here, literally because I wrote this down as a topic, I was like, let me go and see actually, right, if this person sent me over my ticket. Because my thing is I was going to keep checking every single day until I got my fucking ticket. So when I went inside, I pretty much saw that, I ain't gonna even show, but if you could see the barcode of it all, there we go. I got my tickets, okay? So I was very, very excited. Now I can be excited. Now let me tell you, I already told y'all, when it comes to going to a concert, me. You want to go with me. You want me to pick the tickets. You want me to be the one to do the big one because I'm never going to slouch on a ticket. It's not how I get down. That Breezy Bowl concert was the highest I've ever been. I've never been in the 200s a day in my life, but I just refused to pay what he was asking for the 100s. Thankfully, I was able to find, and this was the last 2 tickets too in this section. I was able to find tickets in the 100 section. Okay. And this is the first time of me going to a concert, because I really only go to stadium tours, really. This is the first time I'm going to go to a concert and I'm not sitting on the left side. Normally, if I'm facing this way, if the stage is facing like this way, however the fuck, if you're looking at the stage this way, I'm always going to be on the left side just because I just feel like it's just a better view. But this is the first time I'm going to do, y'all want to see what my view going to be like? Hold on. Bitch, straight up and down in the middle. I'm not playing with you hoes. I literally got section 132, bitch. 132 is right. It's in the hundreds, obviously, but it's right directly on with the stage. Like, looking at it straight on. Don't ever mess with me when it comes to a ticket. And I got it at a very, very decent, it was still a lot of money, but it wasn't as much as I was seeing when I first jumped on the pre-sale. And I just didn't think those tickets was worth it. Baby, ooh, it just made me feel so much better when this lady sent me my tickets and I accepted it and it, bitch, I want to be clear though. The only reason I'm going is because of Usher. Because to be real, I went to Breezy Bowl last year. Y'all heard my thoughts on Breezy Bowl. I am though interested in seeing how Chris adjusts his set list and the things that he does to have to have Usher included. I think it's going to work because I told y'all one of my issues with Breezy Bowl is I didn't like his set list. I felt like there was a lot of, let me not say I didn't like his set list. There was a lot of songs in his set list that I felt like could have been taken out. And I think with Usher being here, it's going to force Chris Brown to pretty much really have to like pare down his set and do like a very concise but impactful show. So July 11th. Last year it was July 7th. This year it's July 11th. I cannot wait. And y'all know I'm going to be here doing a vlog of it all. Don't worry. Y'all going to see what I see when I go. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to, y'all know we like to do music in the beginning of everything. this is actually all music, I think, now that I'm looking at it. Let's talk about the Kehlani album real quick. The self-titled Kehlani album. Again, the album is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Real R&B. My favorite part of this album is that she brought back bridges. Her and Victoria Monet bringing back bridges of songs, which is why them two, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know, Victoria Monet and Kehlani used to be together. But the album, it sounds like somebody said it sounds expensive. It does. It sounds like somebody dropped a bag on this album and it was worth every single daggone penny. That freaking song, the first song, which is her and Wayne, Another Lover, ain't no other lover. That shit been stuck in my head all damn day. And it kind of sounds like Fallen to me by Maya, which that's my favorite Maya song of all time is Fallen. I love that song so much. But it's such a good album. Standout tracks is I Still Need You with Kehlani and Brandy motherfucking Norwood. I love that Brandy is having like a banner year, similar to how like Usher, you know, had like a really big year with his residency and the tour and the Super Bowl, like, and he got the BT Life Achievement Award. I feel like that's what's happening with Brandy right now. I think Brandy's really getting her flowers, and I appreciate it. From again, the Boy Is Mine tour to she just got her a star on a Hollywood Walk of Fame or whatever, and this year she is gonna be the person that they're giving a Lifetime Achievement Award to for the BT Awards this year. Like, she's just really having a banner year. And like songs like this literally could have been, this to me is like, this could have been right after When I Touch You on Full Moon. Listen to what I'm saying. Really listen to that song. That song easily could have been right after. Oh, sorry, not When I Touch You. When You Touch Me. Sorry, When You Touch Me. Love it, love it. The vocals are just too much. The chord progression at the end, I said, you better love on top of me. Please, please, please. The vocals, the stacking. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, of course. Of course. Of course. What are we even talking about? That song is a fucking amazing. Ooh, which is right after. Come on, Untitled. Come on. Come on. It's just so still. Sweet Nothings with her and Leon Thomas. Damn, I think I might have named damn near the whole album. That shit knocks. It's so good. I've been playing it. 10 out of 10. My favorite album from her since Blue Water Road. Because that's really my favorite Kehlani album. And then, you know, this one. But this, like, this whole damn near thing can go. For real, for real. Like, the whole album goes. It's amazing, okay? Then we got my fave coming back. He put a damn ice tower in the middle of Toronto and told y'all niggas to go out there and find it. And we knew y'all was going to do it. We knew that. We knew damn well. Whose phone is ringing? Okay, somebody's phone is ringing. Anyway, I meant to make sure it wasn't me. Anyway, my fave, he put a big ass block of ice in Toronto and said the date is in there, go find it. You know somebody was going to do it, especially for contests, so somebody went in there and got it, and what they pulled out was May 15th. So that is in about 2 weeks from now. May 15th. Iceman. Drake. It just so happens that I'm going to be off that weekend. Not that weekend, because I'm always off on the weekend. I work Monday through Friday. But I'm going to be off that Friday, because I'm actually going to Cedar Point. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm going to Cedar Point for the first time, and I'm going the first week that it opens, and I'm so excited. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But anyway. Baby, let me tell you something. I have fallen back. You know, ever since the beef and everything, I was like, you want to know what? I don't want to consume any type of Drake or Kendrick media unless it has to do with when this album is coming out, right? I don't care about any leaks. I don't care about who is allegedly featuring or who's not featuring. What my goal was to get a date and to hear the album. And so far, I've been pretty successful other than the Michael Eric Dyson thing. I know leaks have come out, I have ignored. Anytime I see any news article about Drake, I completely ignore it because I just don't care at this point. I want the album, I want the music, okay? To be fair, I'm still listening to Sexy Songs for You. A year later, it's still bopping and moving in my playlist. Point blank period. The entire album. So I'm not concerned about Sexy Songs for You. To me, just confirmed to me that I'm not concerned about Drake's ability to make an album. Like, he can make an album. The thing about Drake, though, where he's weird is, especially like the last few runs, it's like Drake, when it comes to his own albums, right? So I feel like it started around Views. Views came out, and when Views, now y'all like Views. But when Views came out 10 years ago, niggas hated Views because niggas didn't understand the Afro beats of it all. Niggas didn't understand the Caribbean-ness of it all. So niggas really played Views to the side. So right after Views, he did More Life. Now, More Life is more of a, like, he called like a playlist or whatever. But most people was fucking with More Life over Views. Then what's after Views? Is after Views? Is it Honestly Nevermind or CLB? But somewhere in between those albums, right, when they came out, people didn't like those individual albums, but people liked Dark Lane Demos. And people really, really, really liked Her Loss. And then I think For All the Dogs came out. And I can't think of what else came out in between. I don't know if Her Loss came out. But the point of the matter is that recently his trend has been on his solo albums, people he don't really do, I feel like, the best. But then because he drops that album and people say it's trash, he then goes on like a in-between album and that shit be fire. That's really how it be. So I'm just looking for his actual album, his solo, alone, like album, not mixtape, not side. I want it to just be good. And that's it. I just want to like it. And to be quite honest, I just want to like this album more than I do For All the Dogs. For All of the Dogs is my least listened to Drake album. Not that it wasn't terrible, because I went back and I listened to it like a few months ago, and it's not nearly as bad as I remember it the first time I heard it. But it's just not, you know, the Drake that we're used to. It's not even, again, it's not even Sexy Songs for You. That's what he put out after For All the Dogs. Sorry. For All the Dogs and then Sexy Songs for You, which is a great album, top to bottom. Top to bottom. It's a damn near flawless album. So I just need good music. Again, I don't care about who's featured. I just want the album. I want it to be good. I just want it to be good. I can give a shit about anything else, okay? Then we have Wayne was back in the news for a really quick second. Let me see if I can find this damn tweet, okay? Wayne had randomly, I think I talked about the fact that Coachella wasn't that long ago. And let me see if I can find this damn tweet from Wayne. And Wayne was in his fifis a little bit about not being like invited. Hold on, give me a second. I should have had this up, y'all. He said something about, okay, here it goes. It's truly a humbling experience when events like Coachella and the Grammys come around like clockwork. I'm uninvited and uninvolved. I appreciate my position or space I hold in your heart and mind. If so, because you're the humbling experience that's timeless. And for that, I thank you. I ain't shit without you. Y'all know he do that. I ain't shit without you. I ain't shit without you. And most importantly, I ain't shit without you. So what I'm going to take from this is that now it's interesting because he said I'm uninvited and uninvolved. So which one is it? That's what I want to know. Are you upset because you're not getting invited at all to these spaces, or are you getting invited and then uninvited? The point of the matter is, what I wrote to Wayne, not that he saw it, but what I wrote to Wayne was, Wayne, you don't need these institutions for you to get your flowers. Everybody knows what it is. When it comes to you, you are solidified in this game. The fans know, and that's all that matters. We literally just jumped the Russell for you. And that's what I'm saying. And we just jumped Ebro. Maybe like a few days after that, we jumped Ebro because Ebro was talking about this and want to be like, at one point in time, like Wayne said that he was the greatest rapper alive, and y'all just believed it, and like that was never the case. Oh, stop! Stop. First of all, that is, he pretty much was like he had y'all fooled. That is all due to perspective at the end of the day. Because if we're talking about 05, 06, 07 Wayne, he was absolutely, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, the best rapper alive at that point in matter. The way that Ebro was trying to make it seem like when he kept talking, he was trying to make it seem like that was never the case, and Wayne was just never Wayne. Wayne was just talking out his ass. And what are you talking about? Niggas say that they're the greatest alive all the time. Rappers do it in all of their songs, especially back then. All niggas did was talk about how their pen is the best, how they're this and how they're that. Wayne, at that time, that run from like 05 to 08, that nigga was standing on his pen. He was standing on his pen. And my thing is, whether or not you believed he was the greatest rapper of all time, it clearly wasn't that off, because your GOAT, greatest of all time, Jay-Z, did a song with him. Not just one, but 2 songs. Actually, more than that. A lot of fucking songs with him. Next time you mention Pac, Biggie, or Jay-Z, don't forget Weezy Baby. It's like, it's so wild the older you get to see people really try to like erase people's legacies just because for whatever reason time has moved on, and not even just time has moved on, but you just got a certain feeling towards them or towards whatever the fuck you might not agree with. You completely want to just disregard their legacy. It's insane. Like, if Wayne's legacy can be destroyed, or not destroyed, because it's never going to be destroyed. If people can disregard Wayne's legacy, the rest of y'all have no hope. Give it another 5 to 10 years. They'll be killing Kendrick as well. They'll be trying to make it seem like he ain't do shit either. Crazy. It's wild, bro. As a 90s baby, I can't. And most of you niggas is really just fronting and perpetrating and trying to get clicks. That's really what I learned specifically about Ebro. I'm like, Ebro at this point is a troll. Ebro ain't got no motion on that fucking. Now, to be fair, sometimes I do go and I click on the Ebro, Rosenberg and Laura show, depending on what it is that they're talking about. But for the most part, y'all ain't got no real motion like y'all did on Hot 97. And even on Hot 97, y'all was floundering. But y'all damn sure don't got no motion like that over where y'all are. And I don't really see how y'all would get any motion. The only way, for real, that I see recently is that Ebro be saying some off-the-wall shit that he know for a fact is going to get engagement. He's trolling at this point. So I don't even pay him no more mind. No more mind. Ice Spice got jumped when she was sitting at a McDonald's. Why was she sitting at a McDonald's? First of all, why was you at a McDonald's? I mean, the only reason I go to McDonald's is to get a fry and a drink. Like, if I want, like, a Sprite or something, and the McDonald's is the closest thing to me, I just go there to get a Sprite. And sometimes if I'm there with the Sprite, like, to get a Sprite, I might get, like, a small fry. But, like, that's it. And then I'm driving home. Why are you even eating McDonald's? That's the first question. But anyway, secondly, why are you sitting inside a McDonald's? I don't even care that you're Ice Spice. I just have questions. I have questions on just the basis of why are you eating McDonald's and why are you sitting in a McDonald's? People don't even do that like that no more. Like, why are you sitting inside a McDonald's? And then more importantly, why are you sitting in a McDonald's by yourself when you're Ice Spice? You think because you got on a hoodie that's enough? Now, to be fair, I feel like Ice Spice's money, I ain't saying that the girl is broke. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that she's broke at all. But I'm pretty sure that the Ice Spice gravy train has completely slowed up compared to where it was, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't know Ice Spice to make no motion no time soon. Baby, if Lotto couldn't help you, because Lotto pieced it up with you and did that damn song, and it was cute all for the video, because y'all two light-skinned bitches with fat asses popping it or whatever, and y'all cute or whatever, because y'all know I love, on this channel, we stay in Lotto around this bitch. I love that girl. But, it was really just more so for visually pleasing aesthetics. Like, the song, I feel like they tried to give us, like, a WAP, right? But the thing about it is, yes, the video for WAP was insane, but it really was the song itself that was, like, really what, like, got people like, oh my gosh. And not only that, it was a bop. So, like, visually, Lotto and Ice Spice's song was cool. The concept was cool. But, like, the song itself, No. So I'm saying all to say is that's the last time I heard a song by Ice Spice is when she did that song with Lotto. The Ice Spice experiment, as we all like to say, is done. It's over with. As we told y'all, it was going to be cute for a quick second. If I was her, I would just get the money that I can, maybe turn to like modeling or whatever, Instagram modeling, and get your bag and stay the fuck out the way. But I don't like how that girl, how the girl ran up on her. She tried to say that she was trying to be a fan. I don't believe it. I think you were being antagonistic and trying to get a moment. Point blank, period. The white girl across from you, trash. Ice Spice. She gives nothing, but she's a white girl, probably from. Looking at her, did you really expect much? It was funny because Cleopatra, which is Ice Spice's old best friend, and she got like, she has motion on like social media and TikTok. I actually love her TikToks. They're funny. She had put like some type of post out like laughing or whatever, doing some laughing emojis, and it's like, yeah, because bitch, if it was me, if it was me, it wouldn't have went down that way. We would have been knucking and bucking and ready to fight. And that's just period. So, last thing. Oh, before we get into my last part, right, which is we want to talk about the Michael Jackson movie. I want to say this. I want to be very clear because I know what a lot of y'all want to hear. I could give two shits. I want this to be clear. I could give two flying fucks about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson's breakup. I couldn't care if you paid me to, if you held me up at a bank robbery. No fucks would be given. No fucks. So, at this point, we should all know that Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know, like 2-3 days. It's been such, I feel like it's been forever. I think Sunday she did this. Sunday, she posted something up on her story, pretty much airing Klay Thompson out to pretty much say that Klay Thompson was, let me see. Let's see if I could actually find the damn thing. Let me see if I could actually find, what was the, Meg Thee Stallion, yeah, Klay Thompson. Let's see, y'all. I'm sorry. I should have had this up already. But, let's see if we could find the daggone text messages. Not the text message. But long story short, she pretty much said that he was, cheating on her. Is pretty much the depths of it. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and I can find the damn post. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so sorry. On Saturday, April 25th, she posted, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all, she concluded. So, I didn't see this part. So she told a complex via rep, I've made the decision to end my relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiables for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. I'm taking time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. Okay, I didn't see that before. Okay, alrighty. Okay, well. So, all of that to say is that I don't care. I don't care. And all of you people trying to make thesis papers and dissertations on this whole situation is absolutely ridiculous. I was just in the space, one of the spaces of Twitter, somebody that I follows. And I'm just sitting here listening to all of these people. I know parasocial is used a lot, but it's moments like this that y'all absolutely, completely embody what that word means. There was people on this spaces literally talking as if they know for a fact that everything, actually, they know for a fact that Megan knew that Klay wasn't going to take her seriously. They know for a fact that Klay looked at Meg like a hoe. They know for a fact that Klay never told her that they was together. Like, these are things that people are saying, like with pure shorty, like they were right there. And that's, to me, where shit really be getting scary. Y'all don't even talk in conjecture anymore. Y'all literally talk with complete certainty. Like, y'all was right there in the house, in a relationship, knowing every single piece of everything that happened. I don't care to know. I don't give a fuck as far as I'm concerned. It's not my business. Yes, I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to talk about it because she's the one that put it out there. And that's the only thing that I don't agree with is her putting it out there. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have no thoughts on, you don't know if you could be monogamous. I don't got thoughts on none of that. Because genuinely, I don't care. I still have bills to pay. Okay? I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth online with people about absolutely nothing. But what I will say is that everybody is genuinely showing their ass. A lot of the women are showing their ass with some of the points that they have, and really a lot of the men are showing their ass, which is why when it comes to everything and anything that has to do with Megan Thee Stallion online and Twitter, specifically like Twitter, in the YouTube comments, I just completely like disengage because y'all are some nasty ass, bitter ass individuals, may I add. Individuals that clearly some woman broke your heart and you never was able to actually heal from it. So now you take that out on every other woman that you come in contact with. No matter how mean, no matter how nice, no matter whatever it is that she is, you take that shit out on her. And it's all across your damn timeline with all of your hate towards every single woman that has something to motherfucking say. So all I have to say is that I don't give a shit. Give it another 2 weeks. Fuck that. Give it another week. Y'all be on to talking about something else. And that's just really how I deal with everything when it comes to Meg. Because most of y'all is talking from a very ignorant ass place that I don't even really have time for. So I just see it and I be like, oh, okay, well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry that happened to her. Next motherfucking topic. It's really just next topic. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, again, was the Michael movie. I went to go see it this Sunday. I went to the matinee. One. And I was thinking that because I went then that it wouldn't be a lot of people there. Wrong. It was 80% full. It was so many people in there. Like, not so many people because I ain't have nobody sit next to me on both sides, thank goodness. But it was still a decent amount of people. I would say like 80%. It was really good. So this is my thing about the movie. I would give it a 7 out of 10. But this is what I'm going to say to people. I've been telling everybody that asked me about this movie so far. If you are expecting to go into this movie, right, and learn something about Michael that you did not know, or learn a bunch of stuff, let me not say everything, a bunch of stuff about Michael that you did not already know, then don't expect that. If you are one of the people that actually like are a deep Michael fan, or you just really keep up with or have kept up with his life and the things that's happened and hasn't happened, then I'm here to tell you, you're not going to learn anything. You're not going to learn anything. This is a very, and I mean this in the most like respectful way possible. This is a very like surface level Michael Jackson movie, right? They do touch on certain things. They touch on the stuff with Joe being, a lot. They touch on, the vitiligo sprinkles throughout the movie. They touch on his situation with his nose and how he felt about his nose throughout. So it's not like it's just all, like it's like a squeaky clean, because you can't really even tell a Michael Jackson story with it being squeaky clean. But as simple and to the point as you can make a lot of this, it's really what it is. It covers from 1966 to 1988. So we stop on the bad era. So I'm going to assume the next movie that we'll get, it'll probably be the bad era going forward. So that's another thing too. Like I said, standouts to me was definitely Coleman Domingo. Baby, I was afraid in a movie theater, Coleman Domingo. I thought he was going to jump out the damn screen and beat my ass. That man played Joseph down to the ground. He ate that up. Oh, also I want to say, please do not. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get there after this part. After I talk about the characters. Coleman Domingo ate that up. Jafar Jackson. You did your big one for your uncle. You did your big one. There was certain points in the movie where he looked just like him. It was literally scary. And when it switched over from baby Michael or from child Michael to Jafar, and he opened up his mouth the first time, I said, yo, ain't no way. That nigga sound just like him. And they showed the part of when, everything happened with him during the Pepsi commercial. And when he was laying in that bed, just like his damn uncle. Terrifyingly like his uncle. Like, I'm like, so that's not him? That's not him. That's what y'all trying to tell me. That's not him. ate it up. To me, those was the standouts in this movie was Coleman Domingo and Jafar Jackson. I know a lot of people had issues with Nia Long's character or her portrayal of Catherine, and this is where I want to get into. Also, when you're going into this movie, do not expect this to be anything like the Jacksons, the American Dream, the series, right? That we all watched 15,000 times on VH1 or BET or whenever it came on TV. This is not that. A lot of reasons why I'm going to explain that to you is because, to me, most importantly, that was called The Jacksons. The Jacksons, an American Dream. And also, that movie came out, I think, in 92. So we could cover a whole lot more because it was a series, and also because we was only up at 1992 at that point, okay? Do not compare these two. This is called Michael, not the Jacksons. It's called Michael. So when I'm telling you they spend their time on Michael, not the Jacksons, we don't get into details about all of the other brothers and 3 of the damn siblings, Janet, and 2 of the other ones, Rebe, and I forgot the other brother. They didn't even want to be part of this damn movie. So they're not even brought up. So if you're expecting that from this, I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. This movie is literally about Michael. It really has nothing to do with his siblings. It more so has to do with his relationship with Joseph. More than anything. That's really more so what's focused on. But I want to say the reason I'm bringing up the American Dream is because people don't like the way that Nia Long played Catherine. They feel like she played more of a mute and not the way that we saw Angela Bassett to be. But my thing is, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I believe the way that Nia Long played Catherine is probably exactly how she was, which was a woman who sat back and really didn't say much. Because you got to think she's a woman of her times. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, she was a Jehovah Witness. That woman probably really, for the most part, didn't say much. She probably did, for the most part, not have too much. Not that she didn't think things, but she sat back and she let things happen. Not to try to call her a bad parent, but when Joseph was beating them kids' asses, she was sitting there. She wasn't saying anything. She was probably more mild-mannered. She probably didn't speak up too much until probably closer to the end, which is what you see in a movie. But I feel like, comparing it to the American Dream, I feel like Angela Bassett was never going to play. I don't give a fuck if you did give her the same script that you gave Nia Long. Angela Bassett was never going to play Catherine Jackson like that, ever. Because that's just not how Angela Bassett acts at all. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason that they, hired Angela Bassett to play it, because she has that intensity and all this other stuff. But I refuse to believe that a woman that comes from the freaking 40s and the 50s was talking to her husband the way that Katie was talking to her husband in American Dream. I do not believe that. I believe that as time went on, yes, she got fed up. But do I believe that she was doing? No. I believe that this version we see in Nia Long is a much more accurate portrayal of how Katie was acting. That's just a fact, okay? Let me see. What else? I'm trying to think what else that they have. So again, the story is the story. They start off from when they're really young, and you see the boys, practicing, Jackson 5 practicing in the living room. And one thing, like I said about the nose, during like that first scene, when Michael had messed up, I think Joseph did call him like Big Nose or something like that. So did all of that. Then, we go into how he wanted to break out on his own away from the Jackson 5, and how he really just wanted to do his own album. And it was funny because he pretty much asked the execs if they could go and ask his daddy if he could do the album on his own. And Joe was like, he can after 5 p.m. 9 to 5, his ass is mine. Whatever he chooses to do after 5 o'clock, that's none of my business. So that's how he made the Off the Wall album, was literally on his quote-unquote off time. We go through the whole Off the Wall era, then we go through obviously the Thriller era. There's not much to say about that. I just thought the most interesting part about that is that he lived at home during the Thriller era. That's very interesting to me. Like, at your height, you were still living at home with your mama and your daddy. I just think that that's very interesting. And I also find it interesting that, okay, so I've seen the Victory Tour, God knows how many times, like on YouTube and stuff like that. And I think my aunt had it on VHS or whatever. So I've seen the Victory Tour. But why did I never put together that the Victory Tour, like timeline wise, was literally right after Thriller? Like, think about that. We never got a Thriller, like a solo Thriller tour. Michael Jackson's first solo tour is bad. Do you know how much I would have flipped shit on Joe? That I know why that pushed. You know, now that I'm like putting a timeline together, not that I didn't know that these things happen, but just in timeline, that's exactly why at that point he was completely done. Because I am literally I'm in the middle of Thriller, the best-selling album of all motherfucking time. I'm literally shifting. I am in the middle of crafting pop. Like pop culture as we know it, like music, like I'm literally in the midst of like restructuring the chemistry of shit. And you want me to go on tour with my fucking brothers? You want me to go on tour with my brothers? Better man than me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I would have went on tour with them niggas. See, that's why you went too damn far. You went too damn far. And my thing is, instead of, like, Joseph just really wanted to capitalize outside of Michael from the success of Thriller. And I get that, but I feel like there's other ways that you could have did that. You make him go on tour with his brothers was just trash, bitch. Trash. And when he fired Joe, that was funny. Joe was walking around the house with a paper like this. And I'm like, Michael, how you gonna do that knowing damn well you live at home? You still live at home. And when he opened up, when he closed that damn kitchen door and Joe was standing there, he was like, so you gonna fire your father? You damn Skippy. Ask Beyonce. And that's another thing too. I could just wrap this up with this, is that one thing I really saw so many parallels to throughout the story is Beyonce. And it's not just because she's my fave, because I wasn't going in there like, I already know the parallels between Beyonce and Michael Jackson. But the parallels are like, they're like this. Both started in a group young. Both father is the manager, the big dog, but he's really hard on you, but him being hard on you also got you to a very, 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 very like good place. He cheats on your damn mom. You have to fire him as your manager, and you gotta now step out and do your own thing. That is literally that is Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Like line for line, script for script. That is exactly Beyonce's life. I wonder how she feels, like how she probably felt watching this movie. I know she saw it. I want to know how she felt, because that shit had to be very like serendipitous and very like eerie a little bit, right? Like eerie, just in. That's just a wild situation. Really think about the parallels between Beyonce and Michael Jackson. And I'm talking about their actual upcoming into this music industry. It's wild. But again, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I also think that this movie is going to be good because I feel, although it was very surface level, right? I think that's good because I feel like it's going to force people who want to know more to do the research. And it's not that hard because we have YouTube. I just watched a 2-hour documentary 2 days ago, because I was really deep into all this Michael stuff right now. And it's a documentary on Michael going from being from on Motown, or, you know, pretty much being from a kid to off the wall. Because, again, they show that in the movie, but it's only but so much in depth. Mind you, this is a 2-hour, and that's another thing, too, I was going to say. I know I keep running my mouth. I don't understand how y'all expected them to fit Michael Jackson's life in this short amount of time. Like I said, the damn documentary that I watched 2 days ago was literally just about Michael Jackson going from going from the album right before Off the Wall into Off the Wall. That's literally all it's about. It's just about that time frame of him going from being a kid to a teenager and doing it by himself. And that was 2 hours. And that's going from one album to another. We'll be here forever. We will literally, if we were to really break down Michael Jackson's life in itself, bro, we'd be here a long time. That is a genuine, like, child, you would have to do all of the Jackson 5, like, in the beginning. If you want to include his childhood, which is the majority of that, child, that is at least 2 to 3 hours, as we saw. That's at least 3 hours. Then, as we could see from him to being a child to Off the Wall, that's at least another 2 hours. Thriller alone is like a 4-hour movie. Then you got Bad. That's another 2. Like, I don't think y'all understand how long we would be here. We would be here forever, and maybe one day somebody will be ambitious enough to do an entire movie on his life. But that's some shit that's literally gonna be like, if you want to do it in depth the way that the hardcore Michael Jackson fans want it to be, that shit gonna have to be like an 8-hour movie. It's gonna be long, bro. It's gonna be fucking long, in the most expensive movie of all time, easily. But yeah, I thought it was cool. It was a 7 out of 10 for me. But yeah, y'all get in the comments. Tell me if y'all saw it, what y'all thought, and I'm out. Bye.